We want to start with breaking news this morning out of the Middle East. 3 U.S. service members have been killed and 5 wounded in the Iran operation. In a post on X, U.S. Central Command announced the news shortly before 9 a.m. The post described the status of the injured service members, saying, quote, several others sustained minor shrapnel injuries and concussions and are in the process of being returned to duty. Major combat operations continue and our response effort is ongoing, end quote. It went on to say the situation is fluid and will release the names of those killed after next of kin have been notified. The Post did not say where or how the troops were killed and wounded. The Minnesota National Guard told WCCO last month that more than 200 Minnesota airmen and soldiers are stationed in the region, but did not say where. We reached out to the Guard and to Governor Tim Walz's office this morning and have not heard back. When announcing the attack Saturday, President Trump predicted there would be U.S. casualties.
The Iranian regime seeks to kill. The lives of courageous American heroes may be lost, and we may have casualties. That often happens in war.
Iran says among the 200 people reportedly killed so far from the strikes, dozens of people are dead at a girls' school. Iran's retaliation was swift, targeting U.S. bases and allies in more than half a dozen countries across the Middle East. CNN's Jen Sullivan has the details.
Smoke filling the air in Iran's capital of Tehran Saturday, following a massive and coordinated missile attack launched by the U.S. and Israel. President Donald Trump saying the strikes killed Iran's supreme leader.
They've rejected every opportunity to renounce their nuclear ambitions, and we can't take it anymore.
Trump saying the attack was a move designed to cripple the country's nuclear program and overthrow the government.
Some call this aggression. We call it necessity. We call it survival.
In response, Iran launching a wave of retaliatory strikes on U.S. and Israeli targets across the Middle East. This comes on the heels of massive protests across Iran calling for the end of the Islamic regime. Thousands of people were reportedly killed by Iranian security forces during the weeks of unrest. Crowds of Iranian Americans and others cheering in Los Angeles following the news that Iran's supreme leader was killed.
We want democracy, the end of terrorism, and we want the world to pay attention and be with us.
President Trump, thank you!
Similar celebrations held in D.C., including outside the U.S. Treasury's office. But in New York,
are you ready to march?
Anti-war protests were held in Times Square Saturday. The attacks also sparking mixed reactions from world leaders. The Prime Minister of Canada supporting the U.S. and Israel, calling Iran the principal source of instability and terror throughout the Middle East. Others more critical. The President of France calling it dangerous for all. EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen saying she's going to hold security meetings on Monday. I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
Global reaction to the airstrikes has been mixed, with some Iranian nationals living in Europe and the U.S. holding celebrations, and others, including multiple cities in Turkey, holding anti-U.S. demonstrations protesting the strikes. Senator Amy Klobuchar, a Democrat also running for Minnesota governor, responded saying the president has no authorization from Congress to go to war. She went on to say, quote, this military campaign, however, puts American troops at serious risk and has begun without a clear justification of any imminent need for war. Republican Representative Tom Emmer had the opposite reaction, saying the move was a, quote, bold, decisive act of strength by President Trump, and that he prays that because of this leadership, the U.S. and the world will be a safer place.